G'day Crystal Groovers, happy Friday. Your friendly neighborhood Sage of Stones is coming at you today with this gorgeous table of crystal nirvana for your viewing and purchasing pleasure. This table represents my brand new inventory for the month of March. So I've got plenty of brand new followers. So to those of you who are new to following me, welcome and thank you so much for joining me. I'll take you through a quick rundown of how this all works. So the first thing to note is, please don't assume that this is my entire crystal inventory. Again, this is just my new stock for the month of March. I've got a million other videos with a trillion other gorgeous crystals. This is just my new stuff. So what I'm going to do is take you through a sweep of the table, and then we'll take a closer look at everything individually. If there's anything that you want, you have questions about, you'd like more pictures of, information on, please don't hesitate to ask. The best way to draw my attention to anything that you want to purchase or inquire about is going to be to take a screenshot of the video. So pause the video, take a screenshot of the piece or the pieces that you're interested in, and then you can send me those via any of the following means. I am at Sage of Stones on Twitter or X. I am at Sage of Stones also on Instagram and TikTok. I have a Facebook business page at facebook.com/Sage of Stones, and you've obviously discovered my YouTube channel. You can comment on this YouTube video. You can DM me at any of the socials that I've just mentioned. However, I will tell you, I am far and away the most active on Twitter and far and away the most likely to respond the fastest if you contact me on X or Twitter as well. But you can contact me on any of those methods. Failing all of those, you can also email me at sales@sageofstones.com, SALES@sageofstones.com. And for those of you that are new, Twitter has the most up-to-date and most complete selection of my inventory. So anything that I get that comes in that's new, it immediately goes up on Twitter, and then over time I'll update my Facebook and Instagram accounts. I don't really update TikTok. I've contemplated getting into the TikTok thing for about 2 years now and just never have. But anyway, Twitter is the best place to view all my stuff. But again, if you've got any questions, just reach out and let me know. With all that said, guys, let's take a closer look at this gorgeous table of crystals. All right, let's sweep in. And again, not too much talking in this initial part of the video. I'm just going to sweep across and show you what I have, and then we'll get a more detailed look in a couple of minutes here. All right, guys, that's your sweep over. Let's take a closer look. Okay, let's kick it off over here on the left with these really cool little jewelry boxes. So I've got 4 of these with different designs on the front of them. So this one's a dragon. You can get an idea of how big they are there. I've got just one of each in each of these designs. So dragon and angel wings. And then this one's a dream catcher. And then the last one here I have is the triquetra symbol, Celtic triquetra. And then that's what they look like open. They've just got this kind of black velvety interior, and there's no lock or clasp on them. They just securely close like that. And they're not gonna open unless you kind of hold it. They're not gonna come open, the lid's not gonna come open by itself. So just 4 of those, guys. Then we'll move into these really cool mortar and pestle sets that I have here. So this one's fossil coral. These two are both 5-inch. This fossil coral set, just the bowl alone, weighs about 4 pounds and 3 ounces. And on the pink calcite one, that one weighs about 4 pounds and 12 ounces, so almost 5 pounds. And so these are heavy and they're chunky and big. And they're not going to slide around on the table when you're pulverizing and mashing whatever it is that you're brewing up in these. So these two are both 5-inch, and then I've got a couple of 4-inch ones in the red and green zebra jasper. And I'll pick one of these up and give you an idea for size on those. These are obviously smaller and lighter. So just one of each on these. And remember, this is the pink calcite here, guys. I'll talk more about all these pink calcite pieces, but they're going to be UV reactive and glow in the dark. All right, so moving on to some green onyx then. We have this beautiful banded green onyx vase, or as we would say in Australia, vase. Has anyone seen that Chewy ad with the dog? Makes me laugh, that ad. So just one of these green onyx vases. Then I've got a green onyx mortar and pestle. This is also a 4-inch, so same size as the red and green zebra jaspers that I showed you. Beautiful banding and patterning on these as well. And then we move into these Merkabas. So this is pink calcite. I'm going to show you, or do the best that I can to show you how well these things light up under a UV light at the end of this video. But these are big, chunky sized Merkabas here. So I've got one in pink calcite, and this one is also green onyx. Beautiful banding on that piece as well. And then if you like the fossil coral, I've got one in fossil coral as well. Big, beautiful, gorgeously carved Merkabas, guys. So 3 of those. I've got quite a few of these larger selenite skyscraper towers. Beautiful selenite specimens. That one's just sitting on a color changing LED, and I've got all kinds of different lighted LED sphere stands here. You can sit towers on them as well. Different designs. They all come in either color changing or just plain white light. So if you see any of those that you like, let me know. I've got some beautiful clear quartz, so rough, raw, clear quartz candle holders. They all take a tea light candle. They're all roughly around that size. Nice, big, chunky, clear quartz candle holders. Blue kyanite, guys, is always very popular. Really amazing stone. Really great stone to work in conjunction with a black stone, a black protective stone like black onyx or black tourmaline or black obsidian. These are amazing specimens here, guys, and they're full of clear quartz as well. And so if any of you have been following me for any length of time, you'll know that any crystal that grows with clear quartz, its properties and frequency will be amplified by the clear quartz, because clear quartz is an energy amplifier. That's what it does. So all of these pieces growing with clear quartz. Beautiful blue kyanite. That was number 4. This is number 5. Number 5 has some really cool little botryoidal growths on it as well. Number 6. And number 7. And then I've also got these really beautiful carnelian malas. I've just got 2 of these. The beads on them are super translucent. Really beautiful, high quality carnelian beads on these two carnelian malas. All right, this might be the showstopper of all showstoppers on the table here. This is a absolutely gorgeous amethyst druzy geode sphere. Just blinging and flashing and rainbow flashing its face off here. Just an amazing piece, guys, an absolute statement piece. This piece weighs 4 pounds, 11.1 ounces. And if you know me, you'll know that the 11.1 is absolutely no surprise. So almost 5 pounds, this guy. Beautiful, large amethyst geode sphere. And the color, the purple in this is absolutely jaw-dropping. Just an amazing piece, guys. I'll give you a tour around the whole thing here. Nicely polished all over. And once again, just an amazingly beautiful amethyst druzy geode sphere here, guys. It will come with this stand at no charge. Beautiful piece. My favorite piece on the table for sure. So just one of those, guys. Then we move into these pink calcite and smoky quartz combinations. So I've got 3 spheres here. I love how there's just this band of smoky that runs through all these. So this one's like half pink calcite and half smoky quartz. These spheres are all roughly the same size. So I've got 1 and 2, and you can see the banding in these without me even needing to hold them up to the light. But I will, just so you can get an idea. Some nice translucency there. And then number 3. Really strong banding in this one as well. So that's the pink calcite smoky quartz spheres. I've got a couple of towers here as well. All these pieces are going to have super strong banding on them. So that's number 1 and number 2. Just 2 towers. And then I've got a selection of hearts, guys, and palm stones as well. I'll pick up one of the hearts here for size reference. Actually, I'll pick them all up and show you both sides. So again, you can see the banding with the light source behind it. So that's number 1. This is number 2. I put my camera on the tripod so I don't have to hold it in the other hand. This is number 3. This makes things a little bit easier for me. So that's heart number 3 and heart number 4. Number 5. Really strong banding in this one. And heart number 6. And just from a numbering perspective, guys, all these stones that are of like variety are numbered 1 through whatever, left to right. So sphere 1, 2, 3, heart 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, palm stone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. All right, so let's jump into the palm stones then. This is number 1. Number 2. 3. 4. 5. I like these last 2 because the banding runs vertically rather than horizontally. And then 6. So again, super transparency and really quality banding on all of those pink calcite specimens, guys. And then we get into these lavakites, and these are super blingy with that blue labradorescence flash. These are a member of the feldspar family, so anything that flashes like this, like lavakite, moonstone, labradorite, these are all members of the feldspar family. So this is number 2, and these have got lots of blue flash over each side of them. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5 in the lavakite. From the lavakite, we get into these really cool zebra jasper palm stones. So this is number 1, and the patterning on these is just amazing. All these swirly kind of patterns. So number 1, number 2 in the zebra jasper. This is 3. Four. And 5. This one's a little more yellow. So 5 zebra jasper palm stones, and then just 1 prophecy stone left, guys. All right, I've also got a few Moldavite specimens, guys. So if you purchase Moldavite from me, number 1, you can be assured that it's genuine Moldavite. It took me almost 2 years to find a seller that I trusted. There's a lot of fake Moldavite out there. You can take mine to the bank, I can assure you of that. They will all come with one of these Moldavite cards that I've created. So lots of information on the back about Moldavite there. If you want even more information than that, I do have a Moldavite crystal information sheet that I created, and I can point you to that. These are the 4 pieces that I've got left. You will notice that they're numbered a little bit funky. So number 4, 6, 7, and 10. I had 11 pieces that came in, and this is all that's left, guys. So obviously the Moldavite is really popular. It always goes immediately. And as you can see, I've already sold 7 of 11 pieces. So let me take you through a quicker look at these pieces. I know that it blurs out a little bit when I zoom in, but I'll try to get it as clear as I can for you. And I've got more pictures on each of these if you need them, but that's number 4. This is number 6. And then number 7. And number 10. So just 4 Moldavite specimens left, guys. Get yours before they're all gone. So I got some really gorgeous bowls in this order as well. I've got the green onyx and the fossil coral. So these are little 3-inch green onyx bowls. So this is number 1. This is number 2. I really like 2 and 3 because they've got that, well, I guess they all do, but it's a little more pronounced on 2 and 3, the banding that runs right around them. So that's number 2, and then this is number 3 in the green onyx. And then same size, 3-inch in the fossil coral. Try to keep it in focus for you. Beautiful patterning on the fossil coral specimens, guys. Always really popular, my fossil coral stuff. So that's number 2 in the fossil coral. And then I've got some larger green onyx bowls. These are 5-inch, guys, quite a bit larger. Beautiful transparency on them as well. So put them up to the light. Lots of light shining through those. So this is number 1. was just 111 on the timestamp of the video, of course. Number 2. Really nice patterns. And then finally number 3 in the fossil coral. I mean in the green onyx. Again, you can see my fingers through this, super translucent. So 3 green onyx 5-inch bowls as well. Now I'm gonna take you on a Lapis Lazuli excursion. So I've got palm stones, I've got hearts, I've got spheres and towers as well. And again, just for numbering, this is going to be palm stone 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, heart 1, 2, and 3, and then sphere 1, 2, 3, and 4. The towers are going to be a little bit wonkily numbered because I've sold a couple of them. Wonkily, is that a word? I love making up new words. I typically make up at least one new word on every video, and today's word of the day is wonkily. So let's take a look at these lapis palm stones, guys. So this is number 1. Beautiful banding here, full of gold pyrite. That's what you're looking for, guys, in quality lapis, or at least what I'm looking for, is really dark, deep, rich blue color, which these obviously have. That's the lazurite portion of lapis lazuli. And then I'm also looking for a lot of gold pyrite, and these specimens definitely have that. The white mineral that you see here in lapis lazuli is going to be white calcite. Personally, I like to see a little bit of that because it typically adds to that banding kind of effect. But from a quality perspective, I think the more lazurite and gold pyrite only in a given lapis lazuli specimen, the better the quality. So this is the final palm stone. This is number 5. Lots of gold pyrite in that one. So again, I know I didn't call out the numbers as I picked them up because I was jabbering away. Number 1, number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's look at these lapis hearts, guys. Same story on these hearts. Deep, rich, royal blue with lots and lots of gold pyrite. So that's heart number 1. This is number 2. And then the last heart, number 3. And then I've got some gorgeous big lapis spheres, guys. This is number 1 in the spheres. Look at that banding of gold pyrite, just band after band of gold pyrite right through this. Start with a little circle on the pole there, and then the circles of pyrite just get bigger and bigger. And this is a nice big sphere too, guys. So that's number 1. This is number 2. And all my spheres will come on a free little sphere stand, either a little plastic or a little wooden one. This one's got some really strong banding and a huge patch of gold pyrite on that one. So number 2, this is number 3. And this one's got a really strong gold band running right the way around it. These are really incredible lapis specimens, guys. I've found a brand new seller out of Pakistan, and this is my first order with him, and all of the stuff, the most of the stuff on this table that I'm showing you is mined in either Pakistan or Afghanistan. This is the 4th of the lapis spheres. And again, another beautiful specimen with tons of gold pyrite running through it. Okay, and in addition to the palms, hearts, and spheres, I have these lapis towers as well. Again, spectacular quality lapis here, guys. This is the best quality lapis that I've ever had in stock, and I typically don't see them get any better than this. I'm not going to pick each one of these towers up. I will pick one up here just to give you an idea for size, but I have a post for all of these. So if you're interested in a closer look at all of these lapis towers, let me know and I'll send you the link to that post on Twitter. Because most of this stuff is brand new, there won't be posts for this yet on Twitter. So if you do want any additional pictures or anything, I won't be able to send you links to them yet, but I can take photos and show you anything that you need to see in greater detail. So let's move on to some really beautiful star bowls here. These are green onyx star bowls. I've got 3 of these. Put it under the light here. Gorgeous patterns on all 3 of these star bowls. So there's number 1. This is number 2. Really high quality carvings, guys. That's what I love about all of the stuff that I've gotten from my new guy in Pakistan. The specimens are all amazing quality. They're all really highly polished, so any incidences of tiny little scratches that would normally show up just under macro photography, I don't even see those on these specimens. So they're the green onyx star bowls. Let's stick with the bowl theme here and take a look at these green onyx hearts, guys. These are big, huge, palm size plus green onyx heart bowls. You can see the concave out of it there, so that's number 1. And again, really cool transparency on these. If you wanted to stand these up and put a light source behind them, they would look absolutely fab. Here's number 2. Just gorgeous green onyx here, guys. Lots of green onyx in this order, which would make sense given that this order comes from Pakistan and Afghanistan, which is pretty much the home of green onyx. This is serpentine, guys, and it's an amazing piece. This is a big serpentine freeform, self-standing, beautiful green colors on this, just melding and morphing into each other. All those different shades of green. Beautiful serpentine freeform. This is also serpentine, guys. I'd call this like a more creamy colored serpentine. It's got a nice band of that green serpentine running right through the middle of it. Again, it's a nice thick piece, self-standing. So that's number 2 in the green serpentine freeforms. This is number 3, this little guy here. Again, this looks more like number 1. With those different shades of green just melting into each other. Again, self-standing on that one. This is really cool. I've never seen anything like this before. This is orange calcite. So let me grab one of my other orange calcites from my table over here. Normally, I would see orange calcite like this. So with lighter oranges and then bands of brown or black or white running through them. This one is quite different. It's 100% straight up orange calcite and much darker and much richer in color than the other specimen I just put beside it. I don't know if you can make it out here on the side. There's all kinds of little rainbow bling happening. And then this is the reverse side of it. It's super transparent, or not transparent, but translucent as well. And it's a nice big chunky size. And if I put it up to the light, you can see that the light wants to push right through this piece. And then you can also see just how all the stone is made up with all the little shapes and fractures and whatnot. This is a really awesome piece. I've never seen orange calcite like this before, so I grabbed one of those. So just one of those orange calcite freeforms, guys. We have a pink calcite sphere here. Never had pink calcite in before, and one of the things I love most about this is it's super pinky red on the top and then just slowly fades into that creamy white color on the bottom. So pink calcite sphere, guys, one of those. And then back to the serpentine. I've got 2 of these little serpentine spheres as well. Beautiful patterns and colors on these, greens and browns. So that's number 1. And then this is number 2. Sticking with the serpentine, I have just 2 of these gorgeous serpentine towers, guys. Amazing colors and patterns on these, from black through all these different shades of green and down to white. Really gorgeous patterns. Zoom in here for you, give you a closer look. So that's the larger of the 2, that's number 1. This is number 2. Little smaller, but no less gorgeous in terms of the patterning. And what I really like about number 2 are these patterns of bands that run through up near the tip. So 2 serpentine towers, guys. Serpentine's an incredible stone. If you haven't checked out my information sheet on serpentine, you should take a look at it. Definitely some properties and attributes in serpentine that would benefit a lot of people. All right, moving along to pistachio calcite. I've got these 2 gorgeous pistachio calcite towers, guys. Again, spectacular banding, really high quality calcite pieces here. There's some flash and some rainbow action. Don't know if you can make it out under this light, but there's little rainbows and all kinds of flash going on these as well. So this is the larger of the 2, it's number 1, and then number 2. But really strong, well-pronounced banding on both of these. Super high quality in this pistachio calcite. Speaking of amazing and gorgeous and jaw-dropping and super high quality, we've got these hemimorphite specimens here, guys. These are unreal. This is a beautiful stone. It's a nice big chunky raw piece of hemimorphite that's been carved out into kind of a tower shape. Obviously some really striking banding running right through the middle of this piece. Get into all those beautiful swirly colors here. And then you've got all the vugs and druzy inside this piece as well. Beautiful natural vugs, druzy inclusions, druzy pockets all over this one. Big druzy vug right there. Some botryoidal growth on the other side here. Just an amazing hemimorphite specimen, this one, guys. So I've got 2 of those. That's the larger of the 2, and this is the smaller. No less gorgeous though. And again, beautiful druzy vugs. You can see right through this one. And just those beautiful, rich, aqua, turquoisey blue kind of coloring. Looks really awesome set against the white and the brown of that brown aragonite. So 2 of those hemimorphite specimens. Just got 1 of these, guys. This is black tourmaline growing in clear quartz. Again, that clear quartz is going to supercharge the protective qualities of the black tourmaline. So if you're into the number 7 or the number 9 or the number 6, you might like this amazingly unique black tourmaline in clear quartz specimen, guys. Super awesome protective stone, this one. Again, you've got your protection properties of the black tourmaline being amplified by the fact that they're growing in clear quartz. Really cool piece. I've got a few of these amazing raw amethyst pieces, guys. Some of these are actually a little ametrine, I think. So this is number 1. They're just big raw chunks of amethyst. If I hold them up to the light here, you can see a little orange running through them, which would be indicative of it being ametrine. So the orange is citrine. All citrine really is, guys, is when amethyst gets heated and it turns into citrine. So again, you can see the orange through this piece here. This is number 2. Some gorgeous purple colors, and you've got the orange in there, making this another really gorgeous ametrine specimen. And then number 3. Same deal here. Got some orange in there. And that really beautiful rich purple color as well. So that is number 3 in the raw ametrine specimens. Then we get into these guys, which are always really popular. These go pretty quickly typically. These are pink tourmaline and lepidolite combination stones. So I've got 4 of these. So this is number 1. Lots of mica in these pieces, which is really blingy. Beautiful lepidolite and pink tourmaline. Raw specimens, that's number 1. This is number 2. This one looks like it's growing with black tourmaline as well. All that black there looks like black tourmaline to me. So this is number 2. Look at the beautiful pinks and purples and all that flash here. The pinks are going to be the pink tourmaline and the purples are going to be the lepidolite. This one's super mica-y. There you go. There's my next new made up word for the day, mica-y. So this is number 3. Lots of really blingy mica on this piece and some gorgeous color purple here on the left. And then finally, this is number 4. This is really unique. So you've got your mica, you've got your pink tourmaline, you've got your lepidolite growing in these big bulbous formations out of the top, but the matrix in this looks like it might be peach moonstone to me. And the reason I say that is, do you see that flash? That flash looks like peach moonstone to me, which would be really cool. I've never seen lepidolite growing out of moonstone like that before. So this is specimen number 4 in the pink tourmaline and lepidolite. All right, guys, let's take a look at this absolute beauty. This is a huge, heavy chunk of amethyst with gorgeous big points. There's some cacoxenite in these points as well. You can see the cacoxenite in those points there. Amazing color. The purple on this piece is absolutely spectacular, but one of the coolest pieces or features are these little calcite needles. I think they're calcite. Try and get a better look at them. There's not a lot of them on this piece. There's a few of them, but there's a number of those little white calcite pieces growing on this amethyst. And this is a large amethyst. Give me a second and I'll weigh it for you. Yeah, this piece is 5 pounds and 3 ounces, and it will stand all on its own, just like that. So gorgeous amethyst. Now I've got a couple of really beautiful citrine pieces. So this is just a raw citrine cluster, but you might notice that it's covered with this frosty white kind of stuff. So what that is the beginning of these citrine points beginning to opalize. So if these had been left in the ground for another 30 minutes, 30 million years, who knows, this would have turned into opal eventually. So beautiful citrine coated with that frosty opalized white coating. These are really rare to see. Whenever I find one of them, I get it, and I always sell these pretty quickly when I get them in. So this is raw citrine, opalized raw citrine, just one of those guys. And then I have this beautiful second raw citrine piece. Obviously you can see the difference between these two. The one on the left here in my hand is a really clean, clear piece of citrine. Beautiful points all over this one, super blingy, and again a really nice sized piece of raw citrine that will stand on its own as well. All right, so I want to show you, or at least try to show you, what these pink calcite specimens look like under a black light or a UV light. So I've just got this handheld UV light here that I'm shining on both of these pink calcite specimens, the mortar and pestle and the Merkaba here. I can see that they are fluorescing on the camera pretty nicely, but I can promise you that to my naked eye, these things are way brighter than they appear to be on camera. Okay, and I think that that's going to be even more prevalent here in a moment when I show you the palm stones and the hearts. These two are flashing really well. These ones probably won't flash as much, but you can see that they are fluorescing. Really tough to catch the hearts and the palm stones, but these are all pink calcite. You can see that they do light up pink, but to the naked eye, they are fluorescing a lot stronger than I can catch them on camera. But you've got the spheres there, the hearts, the towers. See the tips of those towers glowing pretty nicely, and the palm stones as well. So that is my pink calcite selection from this month, guys. All right, and to close the video out, guys, I'll run you through some of these items along the back here. If you've seen any of my videos before, you might have seen some of these pieces in previous videos. So this is a gorgeous big Himalayan salt lamp with these chakra motifs on the front of it, and it's a large piece, dude. I'm gonna pick it up here. It's a big piece, it's heavy, really solid and stable. It's on a dimmer switch, so you can change the brightness of the light. Same thing with this angel lamp here. Again, it's Himalayan salt. It's on a dimmer switch. Both of these will plug into a power outlet. They're not USB powered. They will both plug into power. These two little raw Himalayan salt lamps are both USB powered, and that's about the size of these. So I've got two of those. I've got one of these in this lantern style. So again, Himalayan salt, that's USB powered. And then I've got a couple of these really awesome selenite candle holders. They look really good on either a white light or an LED lamp, as I have them here. And all of these LED stands are all USB powered, guys. And then I've got this one here, which actually can power via USB or a wall outlet. It's a mirrored surface with a selection of colored USB lights in the middle, and it slowly rotates. And then finally, I've got a little Yoda Amethyst kind of night light lamp here. The cord's stuck at the back there, so I can't pick him up, but he's really cute. He's got a bunch of amethyst points in the top, and obviously the light source is under those. So he has that rock and punk purple hairstyle. So that's it, guys. That's everything. Let me give you another quick sweep through the table, and thank you for your time in watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Once again, you can send me screenshots of anything that you have now seen that you must have. You can DM them to me at any of my socials. Again, I am at Sage of Stones on X or Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. My Facebook business page is facebook.com/Sage of Stones. You can comment on this video here in YouTube, or you can email me at sales@sageofstones.com. Once again, guys, I am far and away the most active and most likely to reply the fastest on X or Twitter. If you see anything you have questions on, please let me know. Anything that you want to claim, I would suggest you do so without hesitation, because it breaks my heart when people ask me if a piece is available and I tell them it's sold, and then they say, oh no, I was thinking about buying that a few days ago and I just didn't. That really sucks when I have to hear people say that, because I know how it feels. I used to do that myself, and I missed out on way too many crystals doing that, so I don't do it anymore. So there you have it, guys. Thanks so much again for your support and your friendship, and I really appreciate you all. Have a fantastic weekend, people, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Ciao.